By the end of today, I want to have this balance wheel problem figured out. In other words, by the end of today, I want to have tried out the prototype and know exactly what I'm going to do when it comes to making the real thing. I think I'm probably going to make the real thing out of oak. And right now, I'm thinking that the real thing could sort of look something like this. Instead of being completely round, it could be, well, just have a couple of weights that will move in and out on a rod. Yeah, well, you can see what I've got in mind here. Now, I've seen pictures of stuff like this before, so this is nothing new. I know it'll work. Now, before I get going here, one of the viewers had mentioned that he didn't know what a hairspring was. Well, they call it a hairspring because in a watch or even in a clock, the hairspring is about the thickness of a human hair. And, or maybe it's possible that originally they actually used a hair. Who knows? After all, the bow on violins used to be made from the hairs from a horse's tail. Maybe still are, I don't know. Anyway, it's really, really thin, the thickness of a hair, so they call it a hairspring. And here you can see the hairspring in my clock that I made about 5-6 months ago. It is possible that this is going to be too heavy. I'm hoping not, but if it is, then I'll have to make it lighter. And yeah, if it's too heavy, then well, I could always overcome that by having the escapement wheel and the anchor a little more heavy duty. But I don't have to do that if I don't have to. Yet on the other hand, I want to keep this large. Now, needless to say, I want to have this balanced as best as possible here. I know this is just the prototype, but may as well try and get it right. I don't know if I'm going to get the hole drilled that close anyway. I think it moved a bit the first time I did that. Probably a better way to do this, but this will be close enough. No, it's pretty much in the same place. In other words, I don't see two lines here, I just see the one. Okay, this is a 7mm bit, and it's a couple of thousandths of an inch smaller than that spike that I turned down the ends on, but that's okay. The line is right there. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. Now we'll just fasten the spring down and count the oscillations per minute, or maybe per hour. Now this is going to actually be the first time. And because my camera is recording at 30 frames per second, it'll be easy to figure out exactly how many cycles it does per minute. Anyway, I'm going to go completely around so that this one here comes right here. Okay, I think that's about right. Now we'll just let it go. We are losing a little momentum, but you have to remember that the anchor and escapement wheel will be driving it to help keep it going. There may be a little bit of friction here on the spring. I might have to adjust that. Okay,